On the same 2021, there's another side of APSSDC, which for reasons unknown, and I would be very curious to know what was the internal trigger that while the managing director is giving a letter of commendation based on successful handover and successful completion of this project, would somebody want and come and do an investigation which never ever did a single visit of any of these centers and did any single verification of this project and said this project is bogus, based on which an FIR was launched and rest is history. You all know what has happened. This is a big mystery because it's pretty much like the analogy that I want to give is that you are investigating how a murder was done, how a person has been killed, etc., when the person who is supposed to be murdered is actually standing out over there. The person is actually standing out over there and you are investigating how he was murdered, where is the weapon, etc. It intrigues me. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a professional. But it intrigues me that without even first, there's an Aesop fable that if the crow says that your ear has been taken, the first thing that you should do is put your hand on the ear and see if your ear has been taken. Don't run after the crow. This is something we have learned in the schools. Why something as basic as this was not done before these charges were riled up to say that this project is a bogus project, sham project, and then allegations, wildest allegations I can't even imagine, have been filed upon me and other people, and rest is all up to you. This project was so successful that KPMG in its 2016 State of India report, KPMG Global in the State of India report, cites this project as an example and a case study of one of the most successful projects that could ever be done. All of that has been ignored. The detailed document leading to the project, which has all the reasons, it's like the whole scope document, which was a part of every conversation based on which the deliveries were done. By the way, I must tell you also this: the scope of this project was end delivery. It was not supply of products or hardware, software, etc. It was the entire scope. It was operational scope of outcome-based scope of training students to the industry quality that is required. That document has been consistently been not referred to, and that document has been consistently been not brought into picture because it clearly shows the level and the depth of which this project was envisaged and what this project has been delivered. And as you would understand, when you're talking about the scope as outcome, it is not just a bill of material. People who understand engineering, I would use an engineering word, it's also called the bill of process, which is the know-how, which in many people who talk about, startup industry call IP, but it's a know-how, it's a knowledge. And there is a bill of services. All of this was envisaged in this project and all of this has been delivered because otherwise I'm simple. Look at the end result. If the end result is what it is in front of you and the infrastructure that was used to deliver that is in front of you, that's what the project speaks about itself. And I can always say that this project, and as Siemens, the company that I led and I worked with, we led this project successfully with our partners and our ecosystem. There were hundreds of partners and ecosystem players who were engaged in delivering this project, and this project was done absolutely successfully. Sir, again, this is a conjecture. Okay, I think the best place for this conjecture to get discussed and found out is in the courts. They have failed to produce a single evidence of this matter in the courts in the last 2.5 years. Statements are very easy to make. Truth is truth. If anybody believes, and if I would find my ex-organization coming in front and saying that this has been done, I would like to challenge them. I would like to, but I'm sure Siemens wouldn't say this. I'm pretty sure they haven't done this. Number two is, what is a shell company? A company which is functioning, companies which has employees, the company which is paying salaries, the company which is paying its benefits, the company which is paying taxes. These are all shell companies. One day suddenly somebody says they're shell companies. So I may also as well say that you guys don't even exist. Does that make it truth? Any more truth than you saying that I didn't exist over here? This was a robo who came in and sat over here and spoke. That isn't truth. The truth is right in the front. By calling somebody a shell company, it's like calling in the schools, you call somebody a name. It's name calling. And that is what is happening. The problem that is these allegations are impacting people's lives, because behind these companies are individuals like me who have families. These are impacting our lives. We are not institutions. We are not companies. We are no more, I'm no more a company. These are impacting our lives, our literal lives. But what is impacting more is that, imagine this 213,000 student. It was your brother who went and got trained over there, and suddenly his employer is calling and saying, by the way, the certificate that you have given to find this employment, this certificate may not be valid because your government is saying that this was actually a scam, this certificate isn't valid. It is exactly like that. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for the parents of these 213,000 students. And that is what has implored me, because I have taken this last 2 years. You separately go and talk to my family and you will understand what has happened to them. But I'm not calling for sympathies, but I'm saying, please do not put the 213,000 people who got trained over there below a bus. These allegations are impacting lives.